Hey everyone, and welcome back to Scrap Mechanic. Just like every week for the last, I don't know, 7 years, other than the few times I couldn't record. Either way, I am on the modded survival world at the moment because I need to get way more resources for the Crashlander survival world, and I haven't yet. So, I am going to do what someone commented and suggest I do. Side note, I was playing a little bit before recording, just to get all this flooring in, and I extended this a bit for the farm. And if I stand on these, they launch me almost to the other side of the maze. It's crazy. So I'm gonna try and not stand on those. Either way, someone suggested I make a survival trailer that has slide outs. I tend to try and make my mobile bases into as small of footprint as I can. This was the last one I built, and as you can see, it's got the 4 beds, it has the dress spot, bedroom with doors and stuff, and then you can close that door too. Completely close off the bedroom for when everyone's sleeping. Imagine there's like curtains across the end of the beds, and then each bed has a light, and so on. A little kitchen, some storage, cups, fridges, sink, paper towel. There's even a range hood over cookbot with a vent out the back. Little wet bath event. And then you've got your little sitting area. There could be a fold up or fold down table or something, or you could turn that into a table or seating for 4. And then you could have like a drop down TV right here. I would personally put a TV right here. I think that'd be a good spot. You could pass just under it, and then everyone but this person could see it, but just move that chair over here. You're good. Stairs up to the top. And then in the back is all of the crafting and stuff. There's 2 collecting thingies right there. Refinery, and then the boxes the refiner goes into that you can access through the floor and from the outside. And then you've got your craft bot with its input and output chests. And then you've got your storage. And then these chests are for water, oil, and chemicals. I missed painting parts of the floor, it would seem. I just realized that. Maybe not. Either way, this isn't about... What's that do? This trailer. What? Oh, that's for the outer lighting. It's been so long since I've looked at this thing, I forget. I built this quite a while ago. Either way, that's how I typically build my mobile base trailers. This one is similar, but it's not as big. It's still gonna have 4 people in it, but not as big. This one also has its own cab over, and then this one gets pulled by the cozy. Either way. So now I need to design one that somehow has pop-ups. So I need to keep the interior space fairly open, but the beds and whatnot in the kitchen I can have on slide outs, so they need to be on a separate sliding floor and walls, and then the middle space will be open. and free for doing whatever. I need to grab the cozy with... Okay, maybe it is just this one. Yeah, I need to grab this cozy. So this is the 8x8 that pulls that thing. And then I could also put either a motorhome upfit on it, which also, for the most part, supports 4 people. There's only 2 beds, but you could always change that and make the back into like bunk beds or something. Water, everything you need for just basic survival stuff. Or there's the 2 little shorter extended cab variant. This I would normally put onto here for a survival world application. So let's do that. We need to cut out back window and then there. Stick a bearing on there. And it should just weld on. I think the spare tire is getting in the way. There we go. And then we have our sleeper on the back of the cozy. And it's ready. So, I need to make a trailer that attaches to here. Do 2 bearings to handle the weight. And then my 5th wheels usually go like this. Oh, I need to go over and turn on the work lights. I also made some standing lights before I started so that we could actually, see, because YouTube compression makes it so dark. Here we go. Lots of robot pieces. And we can see what there'd be like. Okay, so I'm going to try and make it similar to this one in size, but if I do it properly, the interior space, there'll just be a lot more interior space. Alright, so this is the cross section where the kingpin goes, so 3 wide, and then go up to here, and back across. And then we come back to here, and go down. To one more, I think. I'm actually going to weld this onto it with some glass. Yeah, it needs to go down more. The one thing I don't like about this trailer is it's only got a really narrow... Actually, there's no chassis rails going under it. Well, they're there, but they're kind of cut because of the bins. Either way, bring the chassis all the way back, and then up here. Where is... Alright, it's right there. Keep it a triple axle so that it can handle the weight, and then back part of the chassis comes down to here and back. Alright, so I just need to recreate this on this side. Oops. And I might make this video a little bit longer than the typical half an hour. It depends on what all I managed to get done. And thankfully, I'm building this in the right orientation for the frame rails to go the right way. And then we do this. I'm just going to put one across in the middle for now. I'll put one across roughly in the middle there. Middle here, and there. There we go. We've got our chassis. And then I'm going to... lag! No. Here we go. I'm gonna move that over there. And then I'm going to load another one of those so I can take the rear axle off of it. Which mounts kind of weirdly. Need to remove those and those. There we go. That just helps support it. Do that. Oops. Move it. Wait. And then weld that in the middle. I think that's the middle. It's about a block. And that's a block. Yep, that's in the middle. Cool. And then I need to put in the extra support, which is just a couple of pipes. Ooh. I forgot about pistons. That should be... Is it in line or lower? The axles are in line with that part. That's why I made the upper... the brace a little bit higher. Okay. I need to play this more than I do. I used to play Scrap Mechanic like constantly. I've got thousands of hours in this, like probably close to 4,000 or more at this point. Because I love this game. If I move that for the moment. I can go this. Whoops. Should just deleted all that. And then put it in. I'm going to put a wedge. I just realized I can't hear the game. Turn my volume up. I still can't hear the game. One more. It's turned up all the way in Windows. I heard that, whatever that was. Oh, robots, okay. Why is that ambient turned up? Interesting. Yeah, the robots are back again because the farm is kind of messing up on me. Okay, so put this in here for the moment. Remove those. Grab a couple pistons. The Cozy is built so that those pistons on the front and rear axles, and they're just to increase the ride height if you bottom out on anything or you have something bigger to go over. There's nothing fancy about them. It's Not a lowrider or anything, it just, sit up. Actually, I might as well show it. Which, those are the signals, lights, horn. Forget what that does. There we go. So yeah, it just lifts it up so you can get over stuff. I need to update this thing too, but unfortunately, due to being on a new computer now, and a different hard drive, it is probably going to make me delete the versions on the workshop first. And I really don't want to do that, but I might not have to? I don't know. There we go. That should be all welded in. That off again, and there we go. Now I can put the supports in. Here we go. So, the middle axle doesn't really go anywhere. It doesn't go up and down, forwards, backwards, nothing. It's just purely supporting the weight. And then these two axles can pivot up and down because of these bearings. And then that gives it it's better for like hills and stuff. And then because of like flex and whatnot, the bearing flex, it will... Why did I use a 4 there and then singles back here? This was probably the first section that I made, and then I made this section. Either way. Yeah, it just helps. And then there are bearings there so that they can flex a little bit. Put the kingpin on really quick. I always use that. And then put on the front support legs. I'm going to do the supports same on both for now, because it's going to be probably heavier than that one. So I need to make sure it doesn't have any issues. And by doing it like this, it spreads out. It makes a more physical contact rather than the bearings, which are kind of elasticy. And then I think it needs to come down one more. Like that. And then there's one on the back as well, but I'm not sure exactly which way it goes. Okay, it's in between and it folds forwards. I shouldn't drop that. It might fall through the map or something. Alright. This one goes like this. Actually, I'm going to do this. Like that. And that should work fine. And it won't interfere with the wheels at all. Okay, okay. I now need to put the controls, so interactive, I need that, and I've got the controller. So, up here, instead of putting it on the front, I'm going to put it underneath, and I need orange, red, orange, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Point them down so we can see them. And it goes like that. This is basically a breakout for the wiring. The cozy has the same thing. All the lights are run from here. So then you just connect the color here with the color on the trailer, and then all of the turn signals and everything work. I need black. There. That there. That one there. That one there. Green. There. Here we go. So, turn signals and brakes. That is for the pistons. That one detects when the driver's in the seat to lift up the legs. Low beams, high beams, I think. Sorry, low beams and then high beams, and then an accessory. So I now need a controller, which can tuck in right there. Run that to those. There we go. And then the front needs to do a 180. And then the back, almost a 180. What happens now when I power it? Or activate it, whatever. That one folds up, and that one goes the wrong way. And it goes too far. Is that touching? It looks like it's just barely not touching, but I'm gonna bring it back another 5 degrees to make sure. Hold shift, drag, 5 degrees. There we go. And it shouldn't interfere with anything. And then you can see how the suspension works like that, I guess. Okay, so now that I've got the same frame to work off of, I'm using this frame again because I already know it's a very good layout for like the weight and everything. It holds the weight from the crafting area and storage very well, and then the cozy holds like the front bit basically. But I would still like to fit in everything that's in that, have it good for 4 people in survival. So let's take a quick sip of the coffee. Do I do a similar layout to that, or do I change it around? Because I think having the crafting stuff towards the back is still better. The vacuum pumps and chests for the oil, water, and chemicals need to be in one of the lowest parts of the trailer. as does the refiner and resource bin thingies. Which is why I made the middle the crafting and then the back the other stuff. So, if I do a similar... I could even basically redo this design, but have it so that the kitchen slides out, and then the living room does too somehow. I could have the beds either slide forwards or outwards, but in order to fit the extra flooring that's needed, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that, because when I built a trailer with slides on it before, I hid part of the flooring underneath the trailer. So it was like that. This bit would slide out, and then this bit would pop up to fill in the hole. So I could either do the same design and alter that to work, or I could kind of rebuild that old one, if I can remember it well enough. Which I think I can. And the old one would work fine. Wow, now all my trailers are starting to come back to memory, and they were pretty good. So I'm going to... Wow, I'm not sure. Maybe you guys can let me know. Maybe I will end this at half an hour. I've explained everything, and I've gotten the chassis ready. It's literally just the body and stuff, which is the hard part. So let me know whether I should base it more off my mobile bases, or if I should base it more off a normal camper trailer. If you go onto my Instagram and go back a little ways, there will be pictures of in an RV trailer. They're like 2020, 2021 or something. That is the trailer that I built in this. If I remember, I will put a link in the description, or pictures in editing or something. And then I built another bumper pull trailer that was also pretty good. There was a little while where I kept building trailers because I lived in a trailer at the time, so we'll see. Either way, I was hoping to get a little bit more done, but at least in the next episodes I can focus on just building and not need to explain anything. So, again, I did that wrong. Okay, so yeah, as usual, if you have any tips, tricks, questions, anything you want me to check out, feel free to leave it in the comments below. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.